to Treasure Hunt, the first programme in a new series. And as you may have gathered from the opening titles, we're somewhere that's very special to be at Christmas. Before I go any further, though, the first job I have to do is call up London, the studio there, where hopefully Kenneth and two contestants are hearing me. And if they're pretty smart, they should gather from what I've just said where we are this week. Can you hear me, Kenneth?
Yes, we can, Anneka. Thank you very much. And I think we've got an idea of where she is.
Yes, unfortunately we have.
I've got with me Jan Wood and Liz Kidd. They're our contestants this week. And also joining Treasure Hunt for the first time, our new adjudicator, the lovely Wincy with us. Warm welcome to you, Wincy.
Thank you. It's
She'll be plotting our course. Well, we think, what do we think?
That's Jerusalem.
Holy Land, anyway.
Somewhere like that.
Holy Land, right?
That's absolutely right. And
Good.
where else could we start but at Bethlehem, the birthplace of Jesus? That's where we are now. I'm standing right outside the Church of the Nativity. And if you go inside, there's some steps that lead you to the actual manger, the stable where Jesus was born. Now, of course, Bethlehem is a very special place for Christians, as Christmas is a very special time. But Israel is, in fact, the Holy Land for three of the world's great religions. For the Jews, it's where Solomon reigned in all his glory. For the Muslims, well, it occupies a very important place in their history. In fact, they revere Jesus as one of their prophets. And, of course, for Christians, it's where Jesus lived and died. We're terribly excited about doing the show. When I say we, I, of course, mean the crew. And let me introduce them to you. Let me take the camera, Graham. So you could just say hello to Graham and Frank there. Anyway, shall I leave you to open your map, have a look where it is, and find, as I say, we're Bethlehem, the birthplace of Jesus. So
right. Let's look at it here on the map.
We'll get back to the helicopter.
Very exciting for all of us, Bethlehem.
It's all
where
in...
is Bethlehem?
Well, it's all in a foreign language. It is. Bethlehem is here.
You got Bethlehem.
Yeah, I'm just going to go on my knees and say a quick prayer.
Right, well, we've got Bethlehem. Can I just find out a little bit more about the place from Wincy?
Certainly, Kenneth, I'm happy to. Here's Israel, southeast of Cyprus, that very familiar shape there. Bethlehem, where Anneka finds herself today, the lucky thing, is a region on the west bank of Jordan. It's only 35 miles away from the Mediterranean and 45 miles away from Amman. As far as this map's concerned, if the helicopter travels at approximately 80 miles per hour, it's going to take about 18 minutes to travel from the north to the south.
Well, now, let's find out something about you. We find out something about the area. Where do you both come from, you girls?
We come from Wokingham in Berkshire.
Mm-hmm. You both live there, do you?
Yes.
And you work there, or are you working housewives, or
No,
what?
I've got an employment agency, and Jan is my number one. Number one, that's right.
You know what happens? We have 45 minutes in which to solve these 5 clues, and if you succeed, you'll get Anneka to the treasure, and you win £1,000 for yourselves. OK?
Right, fine. I think we'll do that.
Anneka.
I'm still with you, just about. We had a bit about a few locals come in to say hello now. I don't think they've ever seen a helicopter in their life before.
It sounds as if they're in the helicopter.
They sounded very excited about the whole thing. Are you back at the helicopter?
There's my pilot. His name's Gaza, local pilot. It's really fast.
Fine. Let's...
OK, well, the first thing I'll tell you is the only thing that I'll give away. The treasure is something that may remind you of Bethlehem.
Something that may remind
now,
you of Bethlehem.
as this map is all in a foreign language, there's another one just to help you. OK, there's your first clue. Good luck. Start the clock.
I'm just going to read the first clue to you, and it is here. In a crater-reform fortress that has a nominal connection with 7 vales, go from pillar to post in the living quarters. In a crater-reform fortress that has a nominal connection with 7 vales, go from pillar to post in the living quarters.
Should we get up in the air?
Yeah, yes. You want each other?
Yeah.
Right, let's get into the helicopter. We're in a jet range.
Don't forget to give us directions.
It's Bethlehem. Jericho, did he?
No, that's the one.
No, not yet, I don't know.
Right. Right, hello, Gaza.
OK, we're just looking to see... There's plenty of books on the Isle of Wight.
No, that's not so useful.
No,
Can we take off, please, and just circle around Bethlehem?
OK, Annie, just hang on a moment.
Our visit to Israel.
Right.
Israel,
let's have some Israeli books out of that.
Israel Museum, the Holy Land.
You've been to the Isle of Wight a couple of times.
Historical sites in
Don't
Israel.
go mad.
Right, OK.
Right, well,
Israel.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah?
I've been told that one of the best guides and reference book to the country is the Bible itself. So why don't you get the Bible out?
Well, we'll look at some. We've got some other books to look at first. Let's look at those, shall we? Crater reform fortresses.
We're taking off then, flying over Bethlehem, which is on a hill.
Do you want me to look it up for you?
Not such a little town like it is in the Carol, a little town of Bethlehem. It's sprawled out a bit since then, but still retaining a lot of the original flavour and sort.
Great.
So as I say, we're circling round and waiting for further instructions. And that's the church over there. We've just been standing outside the Church of the Nativity. Incredible. I can't believe we're here. It's extraordinary. Somewhere I've always wanted to come to.
What is the name of that famous fortress? Oh, dear.
How are you doing?
Well, we're
Not
trying.
very well
Not
at the
very
moment.
well. Very difficult. The map we've got is.
I've got a tiny map.
Yeah, this is as well.
Can you read the clue out again, Kenneth? Because I don't have a copy of it. They don't.
Shall I read it
Right,
to you?
just in a crater-reformed fortress that has a nominal connection with 7 vales,
Right.
go from pillar to post in the living quarters. Did you get that?
The only thing that rings a bell to me is I know in Jerusalem, for example, there's all sorts of quarters. Like there's the Christian quarter, there's the Armenian quarter. Could it be that kind of living quarter?
Well, we don't know. In a crater-reformed fortress. What about these fortresses?
We can't find 7 vales.
Oh, the dance of the 7 vales, Salome and the dance of the 7
and that
vales.
was.
Well,
Where did she
we just
perform
keep
the dance of
circling
the
round.
7
We haven't
vales?
been
That was
told
in.
where to go yet.
Is it Jerusalem or one of the Beersheba?
It's very, very hot. It's in the high 30
Is it?
degrees.
Is it? Oh,
Yes.
lucky you.
So you let us know what you want us to do. For the meanwhile, we're just circling around Bethlehem, surrounded by arid land. Very little rain here every year. Parts of the desert, there's only about 4 inches. And that's usually between about January and March.
What have you got from that, in that dictionary? Nothing?
The crater, that's all that's in that.
Interesting thing, it says in the Bible that Moses sent his spies here to report on the country, and they returned with figs, pomegranates, and a bunch of grapes so big that 2 men could hardly carry it. And that is, in fact, the symbol of the Ministry of Tourism now, a symbol of 2 men carrying this enormous bunch of grapes. I think we forget. We imagine that Israel is all
We've
desert.
got this dance. Listen, we've got the dance of the 7 vales. Can you remember what's the story of that? It was
Salome, the
Yeah,
dance
but
of the
who?
7 vales.
Herod.
With Herod.
Herod.
Yes.
Herod.
Bethlehem.
Did you say Herod?
King Herod. Something about King Herod. King Herod's palace, fortress.
Right.
Herod's Gate. 161.
Well, can you give us a vague direction because we're losing time just circling
I think you should be going towards Jerusalem.
to Jerusalem?
Yeah.
Yeah, can we head towards Jerusalem, Gaza? Just for the centre for the moment, we don't know where. I just always wanted to go to Jerusalem. Right, well, we will be there, I should imagine, in about 2 minutes.
Okay, then.
Looking at this map. So if
Oh,
you...
wait a minute. Look, here's a whole lot about Herod. The mountain Herod. The mountain Herodion is visible
Fortress.
from afar. Where is it?
There's a fortress.
Jebel
To
Faradis.
Jebel Faradis.
Where is it?
Jebel Faradis. Anneka.
West Jordan.
West,
Israeli-occupied West Jordan, 7 miles southeast of Bethlehem. 7 miles
southeast.
southeast of Bethlehem.
Oh, right. So it's... Oh, Herodian.
Can you find it, Anneka?
Yes,
You've
we
had
want- so we
5
want to
minutes so
change our
far.
minds. We want to go to Herodian now. Okay.
Are you all right?
Now, where's the rest of the clue? In a great
Right,
reform
we
fortress,
turn
has a nominal
directions. We're
connection
heading
with 7
back
vales.
towards Herodian.
Go from pillar to post in the living quarters.
We're going east. Okay. Oh, I see. It's that
Yeah,
mount
from pillar to
there.
post, head post
Terrific.
there.
Gaddy, you're a brain. Wonderful. Right. Yes, Herodian, we can actually see it now.
You can see it.
It looks very bleak.
Here you are.
I mean, as I say, once
got
we're
it,
out
yeah.
of Bethlehem, on the ground, it's all almost
Seven-
desert-like.
something to do with the
Very
7
dry,
the
very
guards,
few
the post.
settlements.
Pillar to post. The synagogue, the chapel, the baths.
Some various churches there, Graham, you
Pillar.
can pick out.
Foundation, no.
What is it?
Chapel. Pillar to post.
As a result of there being so many religions here, things often seem to get mixed up, and at least one of the holy
What does it
Christian
say?
shrines is
Nothing
tended by
much of that.
Muslims.
No. Both the remains and destruction is deadly about the accuracy of description of the visitors use restrooms. And there's some signs actually within it.
Tell me.
Explanatory signs against each of the ruins.
A sign or
Explanatory signs
explanatory sign.
against each of the ruins.
You've
Sorry,
had
can we
just
have a
over
look?
6.5 minutes so
In the
far.
living quarters. Oh, dear.
That's not much
Right.
at all, is it?
No.
Sorry, so we're approaching this mountain,
Okay. And there's some ruins.
Living quarters. Here you are, look, in the living quarters.
Yeah, which is number 3.
Number 3. Oh. Just a big blank space.
Yeah.
It's spectacular.
Are you near it?
Scenery around here. Yes, we're just flying over some very bleak hills, as you can imagine. It's so dry. And the mound of where Herodian is, I presume this is it on the hill. That's it actually there. It's the mountain, is it?
Are you anywhere near
there's some
landing,
ruins
Annie?
there. Yes. Can we circle over the ruins? Have a look at the ruins. Right.
When you land, when you get yourself into the entrance, can you tell us you're there, and then we'll give you directions into the living quarters?
Right, these are the ruins, or on the hill? Up on the... Oh, I see.
On the top.
It's OK, there's a coach. That means some tourists are here. That must be the right place.
Anneka, the place you're heading to, Herod the Great built this place. It was the same Herod who ordered the massacre of all the newborn babies in an attempt to do away with the Messiah.
Oh, I see. Yes, we can have the most spectacular view inside it now. It's like looking inside a crater at the top of the mountain.
You're actually in it.
Yeah. Can we land at the top? Can you let me off? You can drop me off? Oh, on the top of the hill on the edge. Why not?
Good, that's near the opening.
Right.
Near the entrance, right.
We're going to just...
And
I
straight
hope
across.
that Gaza can just drop me off at the top. We can land then as soon as possible. Oh, great. Good. No, I don't want to walk in this weather.
In the living quarters. Yeah, we got it here. Yeah, got it there.
You're saving my energy. I've got a great pilot here. My welfare at heart. Right. We're going to land there, I think. So when we land, it's the living quarters.
When you land, you go into the entrance, and directly opposite you are the living quarters.
Yes.
And then you'll see some notes on some of the pillars.
Notes.
And you want to find a connection, a nominal connection, so it might be the name of Salome.
It might be an old coin or something.
Might be, or it could be the name.
I think we've passed that, haven't we? Because it's Herodian. The nominal connection was Herod. Get us here.
All right, so with the 7
I think
veils.
pillar to post in the living room we've got to find.
Around the pillars.
Right, yes, I can see now.
Can you see them?
There's all sorts of pillars. We're just running down some steps.
So have a good look around the pillars.
Sorry, Greg, this is a bit jumpy. We're just galloping down the steps. Now, here we are, follow the arrow.
This is helpful.
This, I presume, Peristyle and Gardens, Herodian.
Well, there is in this little map we've got, there is an area called the living quarters.
The living quarters.
Yeah, living quarters, Herodian.
Come here. Do you know which the actual living quarters are?
Sorry?
Do you know which the actual living quarters are?
Living quarters. Well,
Oh, have you got a map?
wait a minute.
Can I just see a layout?
Well, you've got the gardens first,
Right.
and then you've got the living quarters stuck in the corner.
In the corner,
Next to the synagogue.
Next to the synagogue,
But there's a solid wall between the synagogue and the living quarters, so don't get the wrong side.
Here they are. Right. This is the living quarters. I can see mine in and now.
It says go from pillar to post.
So really, just have a...
Every pillar, every post.
What's this? Oh, I found it.
You found it?
Amazing.
Right. Stop the clock. Don't read the clue. We're going to take a short break now.
Right.
Welcome back to part 2 of Treasure Hunt. Well, Jan and Liz have solved the first clue. That's £50 to the good.
There's the second clue. If you're ready, start the clock.
Read the clue, Anneka, please.
Okay, well, at the scene of an event 10 days before Pentecost, take a seat on a traveller that went from Jerusalem to Mecca in 4 bounds.
At the scene of an event 10 days before Pentecost, take a seat on a traveller that went from Jerusalem to Mecca in 4 bounds.
A camel, a traveller?
Sounds like it very much to me.
With 4
Pentecost.
bumps
I'm sure
rather
that's
than
one of
4
those things that
bounds.
you always see
Yeah,
in
the Pentecost. Let's get it in
a
there.
diary, isn't it?
What should we do? Get back? I don't think...
Can you get back to the...
Yes, get into the helicopter and take off.
Right. Well,
Please.
And 1.5 minutes behind. Not bad.
Thank you, Gaza. Thank you, Greg. It's a real joint effort today trying to get in here.
Pentecost, June the
Thank you.
10th. Pentecost, June the 10th.
June the 10th.
Yeah.
So in other words, on June the 1st.
June the 1st. Right, if we could, again, just circle, Gaza, while they work out where to go. June the 1st. Look in the Bible.
Pentecost, a Jewish festival held on the 50th day after the 2nd day of Passover, the festival of Whitsuntide.
Whitsuntide.
7
that's
days
right.
after Easter. At the scene. At the scene of events. 10 days
7 days after
Pentecost.
Easter.
No, 10 days before
10
Pentecost.
days before Pentecost. And Pentecost is a Jewish festival held on the 50th day.
Well, I just looked that up. It's on the...
Would that be,
7 weeks after Easter. So...
Hello, are you still there?
It's 10
Yes.
days
Right.
before...
We're just trying to work out the actual...
Well, it's the
time.
31st of May. 31st of May.
31st of May?
Now,
Surely
what day is that? Is that Ascension Day? I'm trying to find
Oh, right.
Ascension Day,
Oh,
May the
is
31st. Yes, it's Ascension Day.
Ascension
So
Day.
God went up on Mount... He went up on a mount, didn't he? To, Jerusalem.
Where should we
There'd
go?
be a camel train, I would have thought. That went from Jerusalem to Anneka.
4 pounds. Where did he ascend?
They're deep in books, Anneka.
I wish I'd been more religious.
Now, who said something about a camel? I think Anneka did herself.
And we're
didn't she?
looking for the...
Yeah, wait a minute.
looking for a camel train.
The swiftest of his camels was Al-Ada. It's fabled to have performed the whole journey from Jerusalem to Mecca in 4 bounds,
Oh, great.
Yes.
thereby gaining a place in heaven along with Borak.
Where is that?
We're just trying to work out where it would start.
Right, because we're just flying around, as I say, round Herodian.
Okay,
And we'll just stay in this area.
Koba. 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 Jerusalem.
Right.
to Mecca.
But do you not think that might be Jerusalem? I'm determined to get to Jerusalem. I want to go to Jerusalem.
Would have been somewhere near.
Have you got a dictionary now? Any more dictionaries? You want
There's
big
quite a few
dictionary
here,
here.
Kenneth. There's a...
Jan,
Hello?
anyone?
Yes.
Do you not think that might be from Jerusalem?
Sorry, say again?
Do you not think that might be from Jerusalem?
From
They
Jerusalem.
went.
Yes. At the scene of an event 10 days before Pentecost, take a seat on the traveller.
Well, we know
that went
what
from
it
Jerusalem
is.
to
It is
Mecca.
the camel. The swiftest of the camels was El-Ada. Jerusalem to
Right,
Mecca in
they
4
haven't told me yet,
bounds.
Gaza. We have to wait.
Borak, therefore gaining a place in heaven along with Borak, but he comes from Koba.
We're trying to find...
K-O-B-A.
K-O-V-A?
Yeah.
K-O-V-A. Can you see it at all on your map?
Cova. Is there a place called Cova? Do you know? Cova. K-O-V-A. V-A.
Safety for 4 days.
Cova. No, I think we'll give that one a miss.
Wait a minute.
It might be actually in Jerusalem.
Jan?
Yeah, I think it is.
Jan?
Yeah,
Yes, hello, Anneka.
It's wonderful. When you speak to me, I can really hear you clearly, though everything else is just a vague crackle. So, can you give me some
Another thing
direction?
about Jerusalem. Wait a minute.
yeah, it is.
Where's
It's not
the-
in here.
We're just flying over what looks like desert, but of course the Holy Land isn't all desert. In fact, the Israelis are well known for making the desert bloom, and they grow wonderful pineapples and grapefruit
Lovely.
and
Sounds
mangoes,
lovely.
peppers,
Sounds lovely.
avocados.
Anything else on Jerusalem?
Also a lot of livestock they export, so while shepherds watch their flocks at night, that still has some relevance. They still watch their flocks as they did in biblical times.
15
Mind you, we're
minutes
not seeing
gone
a lot
already.
of flocks where we are at the moment. We're still circling around this area of Herodia, is that right?
That's right. You just circle around there for the moment.
I see, right. Very, very crackly. I think we must have a decision, chat.
What?
We must have a decision because we can't just fly around Herodian all day.
We're doing our
I
best.
think you might have to fly around it all programme.
Oh, that would be interesting. We've never done that before on a treasure.
Well, we only wanted to win £50 anyway.
I think that you've got to go to Jerusalem.
Yeah.
She's heading towards Jerusalem, isn't she? You told her to go to
Oh,
Jerusalem.
I see.
Have you?
Yes.
Are you going to Jerusalem?
No, shall we? Let's head for Jerusalem. Head for Jerusalem.
Head for
You're heading
Jerusalem.
to Jerusalem, that's right.
We'll head there. They're just... Kenneth,
you
do you
can
agree
find
that we
out
should head for Jerusalem?
I'm sorry, I thought you were already going there.
No, we were told just to circle. We'll head for Jerusalem.
Look for the...
We didn't get our instructions, Kenneth.
Wait a minute. I'm just
The
trying to
rules
find
are
something.
not allowed to move until the contestants tell us, so... We're heading towards Jerusalem now.
Okay.
That'll take, where are we? 3 minutes, I should imagine.
Righto.
wonderful pilot here.
But I can't
Right.
find any...
I think you've got to go to...
Actually, into Jerusalem
Into
itself.
Jerusalem itself.
Pick up a camel train.
I was telling you about all the different religions making things get mixed up. At least one of the holy Christian shrines is tended by Muslims.
Right, well, you want to head for the Mount of Olives,
The Mount of Olives,
Anneka.
right.
Yeah.
Well, that's Jerusalem. So
Scene of an event 10 days
Mount
before
of Olives
Pentecost.
in Jerusalem. Mount of Olives, okay. We're heading there.
Right.
We won't be long.
Okay.
The Mount of Olives and the Dome of the Ascension. That's the scene of an event 10 days before Pentecost.
Right. So it's presumably a large dome that we'll see.
Yes,
Yeah, I
it's,
think
it's the
so.
Chapel of the Ascension.
Sorry?
It's the Chapel of the Ascension. Several camel drivers always wait around the mosque entrance
Oh, the
and will be
mosque
glad to order their huge beasts to kneel down so you can climb on.
So you're going to,
Okay.
you're going
So
to
you
be
can have
riding
to
a
ride
camel.
on one.
So do I get up on the camel?
Yes.
I see.
Or it will actually be in
And
the
then
seat.
do I go off to infinity across the desert, or is there some point at which stage, once I'm up, I can say stop the clock? We shall find out, no doubt.
It'll
But
be
we're
on
heading,
here.
this is presumably the outskirts of Jerusalem we're going over now, I think. Is this the outskirts of Jerusalem? Is this Jerusalem? Yes. The outskirts. The outside, right. Right.
You might find that the actual clue is on the seat of the camel.
Of the camel, yeah.
So what? On the seat of the camel?
On the actual
Yeah,
seat.
yeah.
Another
Yeah.
thing I've always wanted to do, apart from go to the Holy Land, is ride on a camel. What about you,
Don't stand
Graham?
in front because he might spit at you.
Ready for a camel ride, Frankie? Frankie says okay. Right. Well, the city of Jerusalem is... in the
don't know
distance,
whether
I
it's a-
can make out 2 domes.
2
Now, I
domes.
don't know whether Graham can pick that up yet on his camera, but we've got a couple of domes there. One's a golden dome, and one's a sort of whitish silver-coloured one.
Well, it's the plainest you want.
The smaller
It
one...
says, don't expect a breathtaking masterpiece. You
Sorry?
want it very plain.
Very plain one. Well, it must be the smaller of the two. I mean, one is absolutely magnificent. It's, I think, the big one. Is the big one called the Dome of the Rock or something?
Masterpiece when you visit the chapel, despite it being it's very plain.
Well, it's the dome, anyway, this dome. Dome of the Ascension.
Sorry? That's the Mount of Olives, yes. Is there a dome on the Mount of Olives, though? No. Is there a dome on the Mount of Olives? A mosque? No. Now, do you want the actual Mount of Olives, then, or the dome?
No, you want the Chapel of the Ascension.
Well, actually, she wants a camel.
You want a camel, which is outside the
Right.
Chapel of the
Well, you see,
Ascension.
there's two domes in the actual old city of Jerusalem, and then the Mount of Olives sort of across the way a bit. It's depending on where we land.
The chapel is enclosed by an octagonal wall.
Right, well,
So you want
let's
one
have
that's
a
in...
look. How about looking for some camels? We're looking for some camels. Right, okay, well, if we can land...
Are you at the Mount of Olives?
Yes, we are. We're flying over it now. This is an enormous cemetery. Is that right? Below me?
Is there a cemetery there, Liz?
Is it a cemetery? Graveyard?
Do you see any camels around?
Yes, the Jewish
We're
cemetery.
looking for some camels. Anyone seen a camel?
Is there a camel train?
Yes, there's a camel! Right,
Right.
yes, there's some camels below us. Terrific,
Right.
we got the
Could
right
you land a
place.
helicopter on one?
Well, no,
might
we
be
won't do
quicker.
that. The year of the NSPC, whatever.
Oh, all right.
Anneka?
Yes.
The cemetery that you're just by, I think,
Yes.
is the oldest Jewish cemetery in the world, and some Jews believe that from here the route to heaven is the shortest, so you might
Oh,
take
right.
advantage of that.
Thanks a lot, Wincy. Well, it is spectacular. It's spread all out round the Mount of Olives, this huge cemetery. It must be a wonderful place to feel you're going to rest for the rest of your days, or the rest of everyone else's days. Wonderful view over the old city. And here's a camel. Now, am I allowed to get on that camel?
How do you know you've got the right one? Is that the only one?
Is there just one camel there?
There's a camel.
Can you get him to kneel and...
Hello, can I get up on the camel? Oh my God. Is this okay?
Get Graham to give you a leg up.
Right, yes. Yes, okay. Yes, here's the clue, in fact. We've got the clue.
Fine.
Got the clue? Right,
Okay,
read it
keep
out.
going.
Through an ancient
citric opening to the Tower of the Harpist. King... Okay, holding up. Oh, no, yes, okay. Through an ancient citric opening, whoops, to the Tower, whoops, of the Harpist King.
Shall we read it for you?
People is a latter-day Aquarius.
It could be the orange grove.
Through an ancient citric opening to the Tower of the Harpist King, where among the little people is a latter-day Aquarius.
The orange grove, you think?
It's going to be the orange grove.
Yes, it's going to be orange grove.
Am I supposed to go by camel, do you think?
Orange.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Is there an orange grove round...
Is there an orange grove really?
The Tower of the Harpist King. King David was the harpist.
There is,
and there's a David's Tower.
Thank you.
David's Tower.
David's Tower.
Here we are, we've got all the info. Oh, I've ripped it.
Right.
Have you got it up in the air yet?
David's Tower. Yes, you're up in the air.
I'm having a red and a boom. I'm just coming down now. It's a novel way to... Thank you very much. So it's just extraordinary how they fold their legs away that way. Thank you.
Here we are.
Very much.
Got it?
Annie, it's a stone in David's Tower because it's verified by the nearby Jaffa Gate tourist information.
Right.
And Jaffa is going to be
Jaffa Gate.
citric opening.
Yeah, the Jaffa Gate.
The Jaffa Gate.
That will be in the city of Jerusalem, right out in front of us. So I think back to the helicopter.
Yes, please.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, hello. we think we might have got this one all right.
You've got to
with the
go
gate.
through that gate to the
Right,
tower.
we want the Jaffa Gate in Jerusalem.
Yeah.
Can you land right outside? Quite close. You'll find a place. Gaza is never flawed. He's got a solution to everything.
The Harpist.
The Tower of the Harpist. Right.
Oh, the Jaffa Gate.
We're taking off again, and hopefully we're going to fly right over the top of Jerusalem to find this Jaffa Gate. What an amazing sight there. Oh, that was great fun, very interesting experience.
Herod's Gate, there's loads of gates.
And here we are, we're just passing over the Mount of Olives now. Now the Garden of Gethsemane should be somewhere here, shouldn't it? I'm not sure which area it is. I think it's, if I remember my... Get the Bible open, can you? Tell us where, I'm dying to know where the Garden of Gethsemane is.
I'm sorry we're not talking too much, but it's very difficult hearing you.
You just don't like me, I know, don't worry. Anyway, we're flying towards Jerusalem now. The old wall, I believe, was built mainly in the 16th century. I think parts of it are about 2,000 years old. You make out the wall, Graham. It's just incredible.
Is that within that
This is to the tower.
David here.
There's the two domes. Now, I think
I've got these.
the golden one is the Dome of the Rock. That's,
The Citadel. And there's
I think that's
David's Tower.
supposed to be built on the rock where the Jewish religion was founded.
Find a thing about
Where Abraham nearly sacrificed his son Isaac. Wonderful.
We've got that one, Kenneth. If it was, yes, this particular one here.
Yeah, this one.
Yes, we've got it.
It's sort of
Yeah.
the old city now.
located in the
Incredible.
Jewish City Museum.
Extraordinary feeling.
Now,
There's one of those
Tower.
cards.
That's what I'm trying to work out why. These are the little people. They are the little
people.
The puppets.
Right, now,
Are they puppets
this
or models?
is interesting. I
One
think
in
we're
a
landing
aquarium.
outside.
What is an aquarium?
Water.
We're going to land here, are we?
water.
All right. We're just...
So you might be another fish
Right.
in there. Oh, here is the water carrier.
Oh,
Yeah, I
good.
think,
Right,
yeah.
well done.
Okay.
Got to find a water
Gate
carrier.
is up on the top
Annie,
of the hill.
you're still in the air,
No,
I
we're just
take it. I
landing
know this
now.
might sound terribly thick,
You
but
haven't
because we
changed your
can't
mind,
hear
have
you...
you?
No, what?
No. Still the Jaffa Gate?
Yeah, go through the Jaffa Gate.
Well, let's get there first. Hold the directions till we get there.
Okay
All
then.
right.
What's she got?
You've got to find that.
Oh, we've got to find a water
What I
carrier.
need to find is the Jaffa Gate. Where is the Jaffa Gate? Do you know the Jaffa Gate?
It's in the Citadel.
Which is that the actual gate? Is it up the hill?
She's asking directions to somebody
Shall
there.
we? Can you run? Poor boy.
It connects the old town and the new town.
Right, yes, this is the... Hang on. This could be... Oh, watch it. Please be careful. Graham, can you come this way?
It leads to the Wailing Wall.
Can we have a lift?
Oh, yes.
Up to the Jaffa Gate?
Yes.
Oh, great. Terrific.
Go through the Jaffa Gate.
We've got a
Are
lift.
you nearly there?
No, we've just got into a bus and we're
Okay.
having a lift. Fantastic. Thank you. Right.
Yeah.
Somebody's taking a run.
You're going to have a good run, Annie.
Okay. No, we've got a lift.
You've got a lift?
A van.
What have you got a lift?
Yes. Thank
Another
you.
camel.
You want them to drop you off at David's Tower?
David's Tower. No, it can only take me to the Jaffa Gate, I presume. I don't know how
It's got to go through, just goes through there.
It's just got to go up the hill. And here they are, the walls behind us. As I was saying, some 2,000 years old, which is just gives you such an extraordinary sense of history. Just to be standing here. Right, well, we're just causing a bit of a traffic jam here. Hello!
Are you there?
Really, we're just going up the hill, and I think it's the Jaffa Gate at the top, on the left. Lovely green vegetation here. We've come out of the desert. Jerusalem's actually quite a green city. I always imagine Israel's going to be just desert.
They might be right through them. Just at the
Right.
Citadel is today a museum of history.
Where are those levels now?
I'll stop. We're going to stop there, Coach. Can you go faster? Thank you. Oops. No, is this the Jaffa Gate? No, it's round the corner.
I would think they're in the town.
Right, we're experiencing Israeli traffic at the moment. Oh, this is lovely. I should do the whole treasure hunt, I know. A lovely open-air bus. Oops, oh, typical. The traffic lights have stopped. Where is the actual gate?
Gate is over there.
Sorry?
200 meters over there.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, we're just coming up now. I think the Jaffa Gate must be down there. You're right up there, Graham. You're sort of doing a trapeze act.
Well, she must have.
You brought your sequin neckcloth.
Yeah,
You've got it on, have you? Underneath it. Graham. Right, here we come. We're approaching now the Jaffa Gate. A really awe-inspiring sight. Lovely blue skies behind, palm trees everywhere. And this is it then, presumably here, is it? Oh, it's over there, okay. Oh, it's another traffic jam.
Oh, no. Oh, dear.
We're going to get out. Can we get out?
You're going to get out. Are you going to run?
Yeah, we can't wait. There's a... saying, come on, you know, we haven't got all day, you know. Thank you very much. Now, if we go in... Which is the Jaffa Gate, then? It's further round.
Do you know which road you're on?
Yeah, this is no problem. The Jaffa Gate, is that...
You're at the Jaffa Gate.
That is this one here. Oh, well, that's perfect. OK. I didn't realise it was actually this one. I thought you said it was further round the road.
Oh.
Right. Well, this is the Jaffa Gate, so we go in...
Through the Jaffa Gate, turn left.
And turn left.
Yeah.
Right.
There's a moat on your right-hand side. Is there a moat there?
A moat?
Yeah.
It's the Latin patriate... We
Just
want
keep running round.
Just keep running to
Just
see
keep running.
the signs for David's Tower.
David's Tower.
It might be called Faisal's Tower.
Do you know where David's Tower is?
Or the citadel.
David's Tower? It's here.
Back that way.
It's back that way. Let's get a second opinion on this. David's Tower, do you know where that is?
What?
David's Tower.
This way.
That way. Right, we have one say that way. I'm going to go up there, please. David's Tower, that way. OK, we'll try this way.
OK.
That was classic. Ask two people the way. Oh, look, and there's a wedding. Oh, no, it's not.
Oh, sometimes...
You got somebody who knows what they're telling you?
Right, here we are.
Yeah.
I think it's up here from what they said. Is that there's the Tourist Information Centre, I think.
They might know it as Faisal's Tower.
The what?
They might know it as Faisal's Tower.
Faisal?
The
Yeah.
Faisal Tower.
I'll tell you where we are, at the Christian Information Centre by the Jaffa Gate Hostel. Christchurch is in front
Well, they
of
surely
us.
must be. Can't the information centre tell you?
Hang on, is this it right here? Perhaps this is... Look, don't... Nervous laughter there. She's becoming hysterical.
Anneka, you know you're looking for a museum, don't you?
Yes, I do. It's just...
And so ask where that is.
This must be it.
If you ask
Is
where...
this St David's Tower? Museum? It's closed.
Museum 6.
We want to come in and just look for some little figures. Water carrier.
That's right.
A water
it's
carrier.
A little man.
Can we come
And he's
in?
got two jugs, one
Got
at his
some
back
money.
and he's pouring from the other.
Right, well, we've just gone in there. Now, here's the museum entrance.
It's possible that you may lose communication totally with Anneka at this point. Do you...
Tower of David, Jerusalem City Museum. Here we are. Now, it is closed. There's no one here at all. to ask.
Have you found some little figures yet?
No, there's just maps at the moment. Let's have a look what's up here. This is the way to the exhibition walkway. This must be it up here. Right. Just going up some steps. Right, we're out in the fresh air again now.
The museum.
Exhibition observatory. Right. Oh, here we are. This is it.
What can you see now, Annie?
Water carriers. I want the water carrier.
Can't hear at all now.
Oh, here's the water carrier.
Lost her now, I think.
Is that a water carrier?
Don't
No, I don't
worry,
think that
she
is.
might have gone up the...
There's some most amazing array of all sorts of figures. But it's actually
Museum, what she was looking for.
Anglican monk, Dominican monk, water cellar, number 51. It is this one. Got it! Stop the clock!
Well done.
She's got
Well
it,
done.
sir.
Got it, good. Don't read the clue. We're going to take another short break now. Welcome back to part 3. 3 clues, that's £300 to the good. How's the time going?
Well, we're a couple of minutes behind, so don't worry, we'll catch up.
Right, where do we go from here now?
Well, the thing is that the helicopter's actually repositioned. That it's the third clue is about there. It's now repositioned to Mar Saba.
Mar Saba. Here we are. Right.
Kenneth?
OK, we've got
we've
you.
got
You're
you.
Well spotted.
Yes, it's about 7 miles southeast of Jerusalem.
We've just got it, yes,
Yeah.
Mar
Yep,
Saba.
and we're in the wilderness of Judea. The monastery is before me, and I can't tell you how beautiful it is. It was founded in the 5th century, and at one time about 5,000 people lived in it. Now there's only about 14. No women are allowed anywhere near, not any female anything, not even a female animal.
Especially not a female in trousers like you.
No.
Yes, OK,
I've
Kenneth.
got a picture of it.
So we're really keeping our
yeah,
distance.
yeah.
Can you see it? It's just quite spectacular.
super.
Graham is running around on top of this cliff with a great...
There's the next clue.
So
Start the clock.
Read the clue to us, would you? Have you got it?
Oh, I've got it. Yes,
Yeah.
hang on. Oh, gosh, where did I put it?
Well, I'll read it anyway.
You read
so
it. I've probably blown over the cliff, sorry. You read it, Kenneth.
Down about as far as you can go to an Old Testament writing room and look under a potted version of the shrine of the book. Down about as far as you can go to an Old Testament writing room and look under a potted version of the shrine of the book.
Well, I don't know where I'd put my clue, but wouldn't that be the Dead Sea
Down about as
Scrolls?
far as you can go to Old Testament writing room. Oh, dear me. Let's take a wild guess at this.
Kenneth?
Is that the Dead... Yes?
Dead Sea Scrolls, wouldn't that be?
Dead Sea
Sea
Scrolls
Scrolls.
we want the Dead Sea Scrolls.
Right.
Now, where are the Dead Sea Scrolls?
53.
So,
Annie,
They were discovered in about 1940
are
something.
you in the
I think.
helicopter,
Yeah,
Annie?
should
where
we
are
get
they?
back
That's the
there?
point.
I think they're on the
There they are.
Dead Sea.
Where are they?
interior of the shrine of the book, the shrine of the book, the shrine of the book. Monastery
Dead
of the
Sea
Cross.
Scrolls 23, 33. Hang on a minute, Annie.
Yeah, we're just working our way back up the hill. It is just so extraordinary being here. It's lovely. Great smiles all over.
Dead Sea Scrolls, I think
Dead
it's
Sea Scrolls.
81 and
let's just-
82. 81.
Got it?
Yeah. It's Qumran.
Qumran.
The caves where the Dead Sea Scrolls were discovered. Qumran.
Yeah.
If you get in your helicopter, Annie, and you've got to go like mad now because we're getting behind, and go east.
northeast.
Go east. North,
Qumran.
east.
Got
Where is
that.
it exactly on this map? Can you
Come
see
on,
it?
Graham.
Is that it there?
Thank
Is
you.
that it?
Yeah, no.
To Qumran.
It's near
Qumran, the
Hyrcania.
Dead Sea Scrolls.
The direct line from...
Right. That'll take about 2 minutes, I think. 2 minutes.
I think that is it, you know, but
Yeah,
it's
no,
different
it's just
distance.
different.
Oh,
it's different.
Jan,
ever heard
Jan.
of.
We,
We're
over there.
taking off then.
it's on Wincy's map.
Anyway, you're on your way.
We're
You think you know
okay.
where it is, do you?
Yes, and I found my clue now. I'd left it in the helicopter. Sorry
Okay.
about that. Yep, so we're on our way to Qumran, the Dead Sea Scrolls. How fantastic. So it's obviously just a clue in the old writing room, because they were found in caves, weren't they, Kenneth?
I think I'm trying to find out something about it, actually. Yes, it looks...
I know they were found in this century in about the 1940s. I think it was 1940
cave, that's right. A cave in which the first of the scrolls was found is across a deep wadi, a bit away from the settlement, that's right.
Right. This is just extraordinary now. We're flying over the wilderness.
Oh, this is
and it is like going back thousands and thousands of years, knowing that nothing's changed,
is fascinating.
nothing's been touched. And that monastery there, isolated as it was on that cliff face, with just one solitary road going to it.
Anneka,
yes.
a sheep strayed away from the flock. Otherwise, the scrolls would never have been found because the shepherd went to look for the sheep and he suddenly discovered the scrolls. How about that?
Oh, Kenneth, that
nice
made
story,
my day
isn't
knowing
it?
that.
Isn't that nice?
I haven't got time for that.
You knew that anyway. Well, hurry up and get there.
Yes, well, we'll be there in about 3 minutes.
Flap your arms.
We're flying over, as I said before, Israel isn't in fact all desert, as you imagine if you only fly over this part. It's those lush fruits.
I don't think so.
Lovely.
You've got it there.
Qumran, main building.
Have you found
I presume now,
a book about Qumran?
Yes, I got one here.
Yeah.
if we're going down to the Dead Sea, that's meant to be the lowest point in the world.
No, that was
isn't it, Kenneth?
Jericho. The one.
It is, yes.
So if it's the lowest point in the world, I presume we're going to
You've got, oh, there's one there. Well done.
be heading about 5,000 feet down.
Anneka.
Where's the altimeter?
Are you there?
Well, just to tell you, we're actually 700 feet above sea level, skimming along the wilderness in Judea.
When you've landed near the excavations, just tell us exactly if you're near the entrance to the aqueduct, and we'll tell you the route you have to take to get into what they call the scriptorium, which is the writing room.
Well, any minute now, we're going to have the most magnificent sight of the Dead Sea. It's really weird flying all these places that you just read about in history books, in the Bible, to actually be confronted with it. It's magnificent.
What do they call
Coming
the
up to it
shrine?
now.
There's a miniature version of the
Getting
sort of
lower
thing
and
that
lower,
she's looking
not getting any
for.
Oh, I see.
That looks a bit
Nice.
A carrot.
About 40 degrees
Thanks.
sometimes. And they only have about
Rooms
2
of the scriptorium.
inches of rainfall, 4 inches of rainfall a year. No, I've got. Do you want me to go to the scriptorium, the writing room?
Scriptorium.
Yeah. Okay.
And it looks rather large, actually. It's one of the... What's the matter? Have you fallen out?
Oh, dear, sorry.
What's happened?
They didn't warn me. Gaddy, that was... Look at him. Gaddy's got the most enormous smile over his face. He's just
What did you
really
do?
got me in it. You didn't warn me you were going
What's
to do
he doing
that.
to you?
You didn't warn me you were going to do that. That's not fair.
Never mind the frivolity.
We're 500 feet below sea level. Is that Qumran? Qumran here? Oh, I see. There's the excavation site. Can we land as near as possible? We're coming up to it now. Again, it's a settlement in the middle of total wilderness. It's extraordinary.
Is there anything
how
about
these
the
settlements
shrine
must
of the
have,
book?
Grown up in the first place. I can't think where they get their water from. But we're coming into land now. Oh, what a marvellous sight. And the sun's
It seems
getting
like I
really
find
low on the
something
hills.
in
The thing
here.
about being in Israel, by about 6 o'clock it's almost dark. And it's late afternoon now and the sun's
Oh,
beginning to set.
wait a minute.
It's
Here's Shrine of the Book, page 2. Where is it?
Here we're landing.
Why do you keep finding all these books and we don't?
I don't know. Well, look, here we are. Look,
You've done
here.
this before.
Yes, you have.
And we're coming into land now.
Shrine.
We want the scriptorium.
Is there any other picture of it anywhere?
There it
It's
is.
this, you see.
It's this
Yes,
one.
right,
We're
right,
looking
right.
for it in
That's what we're
the
looking
thin, the
for.
pot.
It's like a carrot.
Yes.
That's it. Here, look. Look, that is the Shrine of the Book.
Oh,
Like we've landed.
you've landed.
We're just
But
looking
it's
not-
under
that's
a
not a
potted
crown.
version of the Shrine of the Book.
Let's see where we are.
Under a potted version of the Shrine of the Book.
I think it must be just
Well, that's what you've
somewhere
got to look
here.
for. You've got to look for
Does that
something like
mean a
that.
smaller,
It looks
smaller
like
version?
it looks like one of those sort of flying saucer
Follow
things.
the steps.
yeah.
That's the tower.
Can you describe to her what that looks like?
This is climbing prohibited. Follow
Big
the
thing,
arrow.
it
This
looks
is
like
the
a
system.
mushroom.
This is obviously the water system. I was saying, I wonder how
thing
they
that
got
looks rather
water
like
around here.
Annie,
Yes.
where are you?
Well, I'm running around the excavation site now.
There should be a sort of a...
In front of me is the
small-
water
It looks
channel.
like a champagne glass on its end with the stem chopped off.
Thanks
bad.
very much.
Not bad, huh?
Not bad.
We've got the
But it's a
flour mill
potted
and the
version of
stable.
that, though.
Yes, you're looking for it. So just potted mean smaller.
It's this.
Is the writing room up here, do you know?
That doesn't look at all like that.
Is it up here? The writing room?
What do you think that is? Just the top of it, or
I
what?
think that's off. I don't know if there's anything to do with...
Oh, here we are. Here's the scriptorium.
Okay,
the scriptorium.
In the
Ask for the
scriptorium,
shrine of the book.
look for a little...
Here we are. Here's an earthenware pot.
Sorry, it's a little
an
clay
earthenware
pot that's shaped like a carrot.
With a lid on.
And it's got a little lid on it.
It has?
And
Yes?
it's got something in it.
A clue, maybe.
No. It's got nothing in it.
Nothing in it.
Nothing in it
Look
at
around
all.
again. There may be another one. Or under it.
Under it.
No. This is like the Paul Daniel magic show. There's nothing
Is there
at
any-
all here. And I've not got it up my sleeve.
Is there
How
any
big
one?
is it? How big is the scriptorium?
It's about 2 feet high. Let's have a look. There must be under a stone, perhaps.
But you're looking for something very small, about the size of a carrot.
Look under it, though.
I've got to find it first.
Oh, here's another one.
Another one?
Here's another one, which is tiny. It's the
Yes,
size
I'm
of a
looking
carrot.
at it.
Yes,
Or
here
under
it
it.
is.
Got it?
Yes.
All right,
Well
all
done.
right. Read it out.
Well
Go
done.
straight on. Go
Straight
right
on.
on. Quick.
Yeah.
Where Joshua ordered a week-long fanfare, a Caliph of Damascus built a winter resort.
Oh, well,
Right,
Jericho.
let's go to Jericho.
Go
Right,
Jericho.
finish the
Jericho.
Do not pass go.
Do not pass
Hurry
go.
up.
Do not collect
Do not go to
£200.
jail. Week-long fanfare.
Time's running out, for heaven's sake, Anneka, so quickly to Jericho.
Don't say such blasphemous things.
Right,
Come
Jericho
on, Graham.
immediately.
Keep up, Graham.
I'll get the pilot going. Okay, Pontius?
Who's the Caliph of Damascus?
Right. Where's that?
Are you back at the helicopter? Jericho, you're coming.
Come on, Jericho. Have you got the clue?
Yeah.
Right. Thank you, Graham. To Jericho, very quickly.
Winter Resort. Is it that? Hisham's Palace?
Right, we're taking off now,
The Caliph
Okay.
Hisham, yes.
Yes.
and it
The
should take off
Hisham's.
another few minutes.
I would think.
Yeah. Does it
Yeah.
say winter resort?
Oh,
3 minutes to go.
Damascus, but a winter resort.
Very
Hisham's
crackly
Palace.
again.
Yeah, I would think it. South of the Tree of Life. Look for the light in the window.
Hisham.
And off we go.
Column, here we are. South, here's
Are you in the
picture.
helicopter now,
Yes,
Annie?
we're on our way to Jericho.
Righto, on your way to
I don't
Jericho.
know if
And
there's
there's
any
a
more
winter
about it
resort, isn't
here.
there? Winter resort. Wonder where that is.
Oh, I don't like that.
Anneka,
Yes, hello.
it's Wincy here. The scriptorium where you've just been is supposed to be the place where the much of the Old Testament has been written.
How wonderful.
Would a fig tree be the
That's
tree
siege
of life
Joshua,
there?
wasn't it? And on the seventh day, they all
Oh, look, that's-
blew their
that's very
bugles
clear.
and the city fell down.
Do you know what the Tree of Life is, Annie?
No.
Annie,
You don't.
You don't? Oh.
It's Jericho, isn't it meant to be about 10,000 years old or something?
Look, it's a mosaic, a brilliantly coloured mosaic, the Tree of Life,
Oh,
in the bathhouse of the palace.
Right, okay.
The bathhouse of the
Of
palace.
the palace.
Where's the map of the
We've
palace?
got the palace.
Okay, I've got it. Well, look, we're
Number 7.
approaching greenery now. We're coming out of this wilderness of Judea, approaching greenery, and Jericho, as I said, it's an oasis. It's going to be lush and green. It's known as the city of date palms, I think.
Somewhere up here.
And that's what we're heading for.
Could you
Are
ask
you
the
nearly there?
pilot to put his foot down, please?
I don't know. Oh, I see,
Tell,
yes,
tell me
right.
where again, when we get
There
to
might be
Jericho,
something in this
it was
historical. Can we have a look?
a mosaic, did you say?
What?
When we
Sorry.
get to
Can't hear
Jericho,
you.
it's a beautiful old mosaic, did you say?
Yes, that's right,
The
Anneka.
mosaic's on the floor of the bath hall.
Right, and what is the building called? All
It's
the-
called Hisham's Palace.
That's right.
Okay, right.
Jericho Hisham's Palace.
Yes, it's a palace, right. Well, any minute now, and that's it over there, isn't it? Jericho is approaching.
It's
There
an
it is.
enormous palace, it says here. Enormous palace.
1 minute
Okay.
left.
Well, we're really just going as fast as we can.
Can you see the palace?
I can just imagine how they must have walked through the desert for days and days on end in the blinding sun, and then suddenly seeing this greenness ahead of them as a mirage, but it
understand
really
the words
wasn't
she's
over.
I
saying.
hear you, Annie.
Never mind. Let's get on there and get there.
She's just
There they are,
describing
all
what
the
she's
palm
seeing.
trees, all the date palms, and there's Jericho is. We can't get there.
30 seconds to go.
Have you landed? It's not landed yet, even. You haven't landed, even.
It's the most wonderful moment, this, actually, approaching
You've only got
the
30
oasis
seconds
in
left.
all this miles of desert.
No, I think
And we're so close, we're
15
actually flying
seconds.
over it now. And we're just looking for somewhere to land.
10.
Oh,
Oh, I can't bear this.
Oh, Annie.
Oh, no.
Hate it.
We'll have a big cry.
Oh.
Well done.
Never mind. They were flying
well.
over it now. Another couple of minutes and we'll have got there.
You did very
thoroughly
well, all
enjoyed it.
things being considered. I'm
Yeah.
glad you enjoyed it. I'm
That's it.
sorry that it's only £500 instead of 1,000, but still,
Oh, that's all
better
right.
than
That's
nothing.
an extra note later.
Who's going to have it? It says Liz Kidd.
Yes, well, I'll
So I
back
better
it.
give it to Liz Kidd.
All right.
The Whiz Kid.
I'll give her a bit for coming with me.
Well, unfortunately, we didn't quite manage to get Anneka there, but I'll just explain what was going to happen. The Winter Palace has an elaborate stone window, and in it is a star, and that was the treasure. That was the thing that was going to remind you of Bethlehem. Still, all is not lost. Christmas isn't Christmas without some champagne. Right, hang
Yes, I'm
on.
sure they need it.
I think we should have a quick burst of Deck the Halls with bars of holly, Kenneth, while I'm bringing this down.
I'm waiting to see you open that.
I can't hardly
see you
lift
open
it,
that.
never mind opening.
Come on, try
Come
opening
on,
it.
quickly, let's get... Woo!
Well done, exactly done it. Terrific.
It's not that I'm used to doing anything like this.
No,
I don't do
quite,
this regularly,
quite,
you can
quite,
tell.
quite understand that. You perfectly well
This is
understand.
wonderful. Right. Oh, no.
Well, we hope that you're all having a very happy Christmas holiday. We shall be back with another treasure hunt in the new year. Until then, goodbye and cheers.
Hey! Thank you very much, all of you.